Welcome to The Least We Could Do on Halloween with your hosts, Jimmy and Dwayne.
Hey. Hey, am I frozen?
Yes. No.
No, I mean, you're moving.
I'm moving? I don't know how to get out of the green screen video window.
Go to your green screen settings.
Is it green screen?
Are you dressed as a living room?
I'm the invisible man.
Okay.
But
sure.
Except for your head.
Okay. Well, look, it's the least we could do. Halloween edition. Man, I hope I don't have to reboot this computer. We are here in Austin. It is August 31st, October 31st, and we are coming to you live. So I am Jimmy Preston. With me, as always, is the lovely, the talented Dwayne Primo. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm back.
Hey.
Oh, you can't even see you can see my finger. Can you see my finger?
Yeah. I can see your hand.
You're still very delayed.
I'm on a delay. We got to get rid of the green screen, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't, but you can't see my finger. That's the only way I can work my, okay, let's get the green screen.
This is terrible.
Out of here.
This is terrible.
No green screen.
This is almost worst.
Well, so we tried.
Worst?
The video processing on my laptop is definitely pushed to its limits. Am I moving anyway? Okay, there we go. I'm back. Whew. Let's get right to the drinking word, shall we? And then I'll introduce our producer. Drinking word of the night. Are you ready for it, Kyle? Because we are going to be drinking. This show is not brought to you by Lone Star, but I will be drinking Lone Star during it. What are you drinking tonight, Dwayne?
I'm drinking Lone Star as well with peach.
All right. I think the drinking word is beef. If you were wondering what the drinking word of the night is.
Is it? No, it's spoopy.
Okay, spoopy,
man.
Spoopy. If you're wondering what spoopy means, you got to ask our friend Colleen. She's the one that brought me in on what it means. And ever since I found out, I've been a better person. Spoopy is basically, I believe it was, what's the craft store that hates non-Christian women?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. They probably had
quick with that answer.
They had a little thing in their little area that was all Halloween stuff, and they misspelled. How do you misspell spooky? Well, they did it, and they misspelled it without it. And you know what? If you're gonna replace a letter, replace a K. You know, I got no love for K's. We can take some K's out of things, but they put the P where the K should have been and made it spoopy, and then it picked up. This is probably like 15 years ago. Somebody took a picture of that in some craft store, and it's become a internet sensation. So it's spoopy is a drinking word. Drink along with us. That's me and Dwayne, and also joining us tonight are always loyal, never taking a break, never ever needing some time off. Kyle Bauer, how are you, Kyle?
Howdy, man. I just found out I might be a part of a pinata commercial for boozy stuff. And
what does that mean? You can't just throw might be part of pinata commercial.
Pinata? Are you going to be the pinata?
I wasn't listening to you just now because I was reading my email and it was important.
Oh, right? You just now got booked. So you're doing other business during the show. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan's chiming in. He's on he's on the social medias and watching us, and that's great. We're on the Facebooks. We're on the YouTubes. We're on the Twitters. We're on the Twitches. Nope. We're not on the Twitters live, but we're on the Twitch. So you can find us at all those places. If you haven't found us, I don't know. how you're going to find us because these instructions were probably going to go right over your head. So, hey, Kyle, put the Trump face on me. Do the Trump face. Do the graphics that we talked about. Make me into Trump, like Max Heggrum. Remember what we were talking about?
No,
and you're gonna make my body like. Nope, you don't remember.
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't discuss it. Okay. Nope. All right. There you go. Moving along, we've got a jam-packed Halloween spooktacular. I was gonna do spooktacular, but it sounded too close to spooked. And that reminds me of the
or
messy. Well, maybe I don't know. So spooktacular.
Spook.
Oh, I'm kind of spooked on the word spook. So I really thought about it for a second. But anyway, here we are. We're in the middle of it. It's a full moon tonight. It is Halloween. It's normally you're at some party. You're just looking for that love of your life. This is where people find that. I mean, 9 out of 10 couples.
No, you're not looking for the love of your life on a full moon.
I read an article about it. They said that 9 out of 10 people find the love of their life on Halloween, and that's why everybody is so sad that you're seeing them. I'm seeing the Facebook posts like, anybody doing anything for Halloween? No, you should stay home. Everybody should stay home, and you should not give candy to kids. The rumor on the street is that there are Republicans out there spitting on candy and handing it to Democrat kids. They've got 2 buckets. They've got 1 bucket for the red kids, 1 bucket for the blue kids. I heard.
Are they posting up in front of the Biden-Harris signs?
I don't know, but do not try and grab a Trump sign because they've got razor blades on them. We are. How many days until the end of the world, guys? 3 days?
Yeah, something like that.
We are in a very highly contested election season. It's Donald Trump, the incumbent, versus sleepy Joe Biden, who barely leaves his basement, who is responsible for COVID. He and the Chinese have conspired to bring you this virus, which isn't even a virus, by the way. There's no virus. It's all a conspiracy to just make you stay inside your house wearing a mask and not having fun with your friends. That's what this is all about. The Democrats are the anti-fun party. They want you to never, ever go out and see your friends again. They want your anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. That went on. Hand. I don't know. Why did you let that happen?
It's the show's falling apart. I said it earlier, Jimmy.
You said this is going to be the best show ever. And you're right. Now, no, but the reason he let me keep going is because somebody came in to say goodnight to you, or what?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, my kid.
Your kid is not trick-or-treating tonight. She's being responsible.
No, they kind of treated it like Easter, and we just threw a bunch of candy all over the yard and made them go look for it.
Okay. All right.
So, and then had a pizza like party in the cul-de-sac. Socially distanced and whatnot, masks and everything.
Look, it's tough for the kids, man. All the kids want to go out and have a good time. They don't understand this. But you know what? I think the kids understand it better than us, the adults. It's like I told you before. It's all about us missing out on things and then telling the children that, oh, we're so sad that you can't do the thing.
And we never expected anything like this to happen in our lifetimes, and these little fucks, they just don't know any better. Like, okay, this is happening. All right.
Yeah, they're
impressionable.
Like, this must be what happens. If we were, this is the good time to do some revisionist history. Like if we were like, yeah, when I was a kid, I remember when we had a quarantine too. You just make it up. And then they're like, oh, everything's normal. That's what we should. That's what the medical scientists should have been talking about at the beginning, like how to properly lie to your kids to make this all seem normal.
I had to quarantine when I had chicken pox, man. So I didn't give the other rats chicken pox.
All right, listen. So as far as our guest tonight, we've got the lovely, the talented Christine Acheson. Is it Acheson? Acheson is joining us. She is a anti-bully LGBTQ ally, and she has been fighting the good fight up in South Dallas, North Austin, against insurmountable odds. I mean, it is a red zone up there. Do you have a lot of Trump posters on the yards up there,
No,
Dwayne?
no. Where I am in the Ville is quite diverse, actually.
The Ville.
What's the Ville?
Pville, man.
Pflugerville. Pville.
Oh,
Even it's like pterodactyl.
okay. So you're in Pflugerville.
Pflugerville.
I still don't know. I'm right down here on 35 and Ben White, like down here, right? And then there's
the heart of South Austin.
Then there's the river, right? And I don't go above. I don't cross the river. I don't want to see it. Maybe I do. Maybe I go to East 6th Street. You know, I'll go to maybe East 12th. I'll go over there. Sometimes there's something over on campus. I'll go and see what that's all about. And maybe something downtown. I'll go there. And then there are a couple good thrift stores over in like the 51st area. Okay, so I'll go and see all that. But for the most part, I don't go above the river. But then, like you go north of the river, right up to 35, and then like over here is where you're at, right? You're in Pflugerville and Cedar Park. Is that right? And then a little further up,
Cedar Park's west. Cedar Park and Leander.
Yeah. Isn't that west? Are you seeing that as west?
Pflugerville's east with Hutto and
it's shit. East and by Round Rock?
Yeah.
Are you north of Round Rock?
No.
Okay.
South of Round Rock and Hutto.
Okay.
We're like
all of those are Republican
we all meet
strongholds. This is where the red, like those people are all those are the people that Walmart has taken the guns off of the shelves for, because they know that they are going to be running to Walmart, grabbing the ammo right off of the shelves along with the 12 gauge.
Hey man, they backed that up, didn't they? They're not doing that now.
Why did they back it up? It was a good idea.
No, it's a terrible idea.
Why is it a terrible idea?
Because if something is going to start, give people an opportunity to fight, bro.
Okay.
I mean, if you take the guns and ammo out, what's left to loot at Walmart?
Well, there's nothing worth looting at Walmart other than, a couple TVs.
If you take the guns and ammo yet, absolutely.
But I mean, they don't have washing machines. They don't have refrigerators. I mean, you could get a dorm.
You don't
fridge.
have fridge? Yeah, you can get
a dorm fridge. Yeah, but I mean,
what more do you need?
I got to think the most expensive thing off the shelf would probably be, they've probably got some 52-inch TV, like one of those bendy ones, and it's still a Chinese knockoff garbage TV. But it might
it's not it's not an actual Samsung.
No, it's like a Samsung, something like that. A knockoff. Sing Song. It's a Sing Song TV, and it's
49-inch.
It's
curved.
52-inch, 55-inch HD curved plasma.
How
HD,
much?
Like $5.99. The most expensive thing in the damn place.
Nah, I bet they have an iPhone that's worth more than that.
They sell iPhones there. That's the
At
most
Walmart.
That is the most expensive thing in Walmart. So, what's their drinking word? Spoopy. God, we had a week off. I was hoping Beef King was going to join us. I just sent him a message, and do you know how hard it's going to be? This is the only unless I use my nose, this is the only way any of my devices work right now. This little finger. I
have a
sent him a message. So we made a shirt. Okay. Well, I made a shirt, right, guys? Mm-hmm. I made a shirt, and we put it out there, and it's gotten some. How do you say? Como se dice? The public The public
Mixed reviews.
gave it some mixed reviews. Yes.
Mhm.
So what we've
Comments
got,
got a little spoopy.
yeah, and then I'm trying to find the damn product. Where's my thing? So the Trump, what is it? Love trumps hate.
Mhm.
Love trumps hate. Shirt.
I agree.
And oh my god, you need 2 fingers to scroll on this pad.
Break out the scissors.
Break out the scissors. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Stand by.
Don't cut yourself. Go
Well,
ahead, cut
that's
yourself.
been my
You
concern.
know you want to. Hey,
So-
we love you too, Austin. Hey, I saw
Speaking of
Austin's
cutting
Halloween
yourself,
costume. Looked
yeah,
very good.
Who was he? I don't get the costume.
Willie Nelson from the Redheaded Stranger.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Who are you, dude? You don't get the hash browns at Waffle House, and you've never seen the Redheaded Stranger? Who the fuck are you?
Okay.
Are you American even? You
Yeah.
communist bastard.
Okay. Take it easy.
I'm out of here.
Oh, see you, Kyle. This is what I'd like to do. I would like to share a Chrome tab, and here we go. Okay. So, I don't know what this looks like. Does it look good? Okay.
Yeah, what are we looking at?
Okay.
Oh,
so
these
what
are
we're
the
looking at- these
these
are all
the groups
these are
that
the
you've
group-
shared the shirt.
Yes. So I posted the shirt. This is the shirt ad. And you can see the love trumps hate and all that. And then here are the comments. So I'm gonna say let's maybe just go to this one. South Austin online garage sale selling page, right?
Mhm.
Oh, this is gonna work. God damn it. View listing. What is happening?
What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
You are bad at this.
This is terrible.
Kyle is bailed on us, so he can't tell us what to do. This is terrible. I told
there
you
it
this
is.
was going to happen.
Here we go. So this is where we found a lot of my friends. What's happened is a lot of Democrats are looking at this shirt and just seeing the Trump and the red color, and immediately are
Triggered.
like, yeah, and they're just jumping right into the comments saying, "Oh, this shirt is terrible."
They're
You're-
probably seeing "Make America Great Again" in the shadow. Like they just see the love trumps hate in red,
right,
and then their eyes are automatically picking up "Make America Great Again."
and then there's a couple people. This guy's showing his blue wave, and then
fucking liberals, man. I swear.
What's the difference between a liberal and a puppy? After a few weeks, the puppy quits whining. You know, so many racist things. You're still calling what's her name, Pocahontas, and then don't worry, it's all about to test positive for a second term. I mean, this person was like, you know what, Biden's winning Florida. I even painted my pumpkins blue.
What you're saying is the ad for our shirt is getting hate from both sides. Everybody hates it.
And the funny thing is, like, the Democrats are like, there you go. There's a dump Trump. Some people are coming in here. So that's our first pseudo guest who is supposed to join us. You can see the fly on Trump's butt there. Isn't that hilarious?
That is not Trump's butt.
Now look right there. See that? D Summer. I'll take one. She messaged
There's
me.
no way that's really his ass, bro.
Yeah, I agree. So she messaged me and wanted a shirt, and she has not responded. Once I was like, sure, let's meet up, and she was like, no. But the Beef King, our bud Clinton Latham, is he here? No,
Latham.
It's not. It's Christine's here though. We'll get to Christine in just a second, but you know, I was kind of hoping that we could have had Clinton on, because what was the message that he sent me? He was like, "Oh, the way you run your mouth, I'd really like to see you around town."
I'll be honest with you. You shared that with me, and I I found it to be a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
I thought it was aggressive. I took it as aggressive.
You don't just, and then he private messaged me that. So like, I'm not a guy that's gonna just fly off the handle, in a moment's notice. I'm not gonna take the bait. But I reached out to him and it was like, hey dude, you want to be on the show? And he was like, okay. And he's like, I'm listening to it right now. I love it. This guy is the Beef King of Latham. Is that right? Or
I think it's Latham.
Latham, the Beef King. And we gave him an opportunity to talk about his beef and to squash the beef. Okay. That's where I'm coming from.
I like beef.
I like beef.
Beef, like steaks, ribs, sausage.
Not like beef. No, we squash.
No, we
beef
squash beef.
here.
Yeah,
we squash beefs. I invited the Beef King on here.
I like squash with beef.
Mark the tape. Mark the tape, Kyle. I am here to bridge.
You're not supposed to scream "mark the tape." I got yelled at for that last time.
Never mind. Don't mark it. All right. So no Beef King. And the reason why I thought it would be special is because our next guest has been out on the front lines fighting. Like when you think of a first responder to a first responder in response to hate or bigotry or just race, uncalled for, unchecked, unfeathered racism or sexism. The first name that I think of is Martin Luther King, right? Second, Christine Acheson. Am I right? Is that who you think of? Because she's been up there in your neighborhood fighting for you. I think she's in your neighborhood. She might be a little over to the west. I don't know. I'm just pointing at somebody. But you can't even see my hands right now because they're invisible. She's been fighting. And not just now. Like I got introduced to her during the whole homeless fiasco with all these people trying to criminalize homelessness. And then when I was over on that other show, which we shall not mention, and we had what's her face on with Who's He What's It and Doodlehead, we didn't make any friends with Christine, but my old producer didn't make any friends.
But you have a new producer now.
I've got a new producer. He's a sweetheart.
Got a new show.
I got a new show. It's
new co-host.
More in line with my ideals and my chakras and my vibes. Okay. We've cleansed the place. We've smudged it.
You get to wear a green suit.
That's right. I can do whatever I want now.
That's right.
And now what I want to do is bring our next guest, Christine. Let's bring it, Christine. Let me do the. Oh, that was not the applause. Hold on, that was not the applause. Oh, what was that?
Oh my God! What did you do?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, hi, Christine.
She had her phone on. Christine, can you hear me?
I can't hear for some reason. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, but you what? She can't see my hand.
First name that I think of.
She can't see my hand.
Right.
Here for some reason. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Good.
We can hear you, but you what?
I can hear you now.
She can't see my hand. First name that I think of. She can't see my hand. Right.
I cannot see your hand. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. We can.
Oh, did Kyle made a decision.
What?
Christine, turn off whatever you're listening on, and you'll have to listen on the website that we're on. So, because there's a large delay.
That was fun. Did you get it? Can you hear me? No, you're.
Whatever you're listening on, and you'll have to listen.
Christine, first of all, you're not going to hear this for 5 seconds. You look absolutely wonderful.
Very spoopy.
You look amazing.
Okay. I have you turned off. The sound is turned off. Can you?
I'm turned on.
So you'll need to turn it off on whatever's making noise right now
Thank you.
and turn on the sound on the website. That way you'll get it in time.
Can I get a purr?
Oh, there you go.
But
Now
you
we got
can't
some
hear me.
timing.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a delay, Christine. We're gonna figure this out.
The thing is, I can't hear on this one.
Do you have
I don't know
any?
if it's because of my mic.
Do you have
Try that.
any headphones? Are there any headphones available to plug in? I wonder.
Cool.
What do you think, Kyle?
I'm going to send you a link and we're going to figure it out. And then we'll have you back in a minute.
Okay, we'll be right.
No, you'll keep going.
I'll keep going. Oh, I don't get a break.
No.
Okay. How do we get Kyle and
It's a full moon.
to talk?
Folks.
That was awesome. So, look, technical difficulties sometimes happen, and this is the thing.
We took a week off. We're
Yeah.
out of practice.
I may have told her
We're trying some new things.
I told her costume. I told
You
her have a
overbooked the
beverage.
show.
I forgot to tell her headphones, and if we just had some headphones plugged in, everything would work fine. Is Kyle
Somehow,
is he able to talk to her while they're backstage?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Somehow you managed to overbook and underbook the show in the same show.
In the same show. Well, I had 7 guests lined up for the show. We were going to have my buddy Kevin Welch even was going to chime in. We're going to have him in a couple weeks. Kevin Welch, he's with the EFF Austin. That's the Electro Frequency Frontier Society, something like
Whatever
that.
that is.
I just blew it. But man, if you're not following that, EFF Austin, follow it. Some amazing stuff that gets shared by that group about how, number one, the way the cops are tracking you right now, the way that they're going to be tracking you here in the next couple days, and the way that social media is working, the algorithms. He shared an amazing article the other day about how you have absolutely no choice as to what you are seeing in your Facebook profile. You've got no choice.
You do. You have a choice.
You can unfollow people.
You stop looking at Facebook.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe we all
Delete
need
it.
to do that. But how the problem is you can't just. It's like we get rid of Obamacare and then and we're gonna have a great plan. We're gonna have a great plan. Day 1, no Obamacare. Day 2, everything will be fine. Even though there's
We'll
no
figure it
plan.
out.
It'll take a couple months, maybe years, but we're gonna get something. It'll be great. Like you can't just keep saying that shit for 4 years and never produce a plan. Did you see the 60 minutes?
Who says you can't? Obviously, you can.
Yeah, but he walked out on Leslie Spitzer's interview,
Leslie Stahl.
and then they brought her Katie McElhaney brought the big gigantic book out there and was like, here's the detailed plan if you'd like to read through it. It's like, bitch,
Was there? I saw her flip through that. There was nothing on their pages.
Nobody
it was blank.
ever written a book that big, Dwayne.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What was that lady's name? Merriam-Webster. She wrote a book that was real thick.
Oh, yeah,
The unabridged version.
The unabridged is pretty big. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that Kyle's just trying to have his own interview with Christine now. Do we have you?
You should.
Oh,
Wait,
we've got her.
Let's do a mic check. Can I get
Mic check. Oh, I'm not even wearing my mic now. Hold on. Is that better?
That is better. Can I get a meow?
See, now I can't hear. It's the mic.
Oh,
It's
Well, take this off.
we don't need the mic. You can't hear me?
We can
Is
hear
that
you.
better? For some reason, I'm not able to hear you with the mic in. Do I have it in the wrong port?
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't.
because I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can.
I can
As
hear
long as
you.
you can hear me, we're fine.
Okay, but you can't hear me.
I can hear you fine.
Oh,
Yep. But when I use
perfect.
the mic, I can't hear you guys.
oh, okay. Well, we can hear
So-
you through the computer mic, so then we're all right. But you
We're
were all
good.
listen. Sorry about that. It's a full moon, I think. You're a black
It is.
cat.
It is a full moon.
Yeah.
Which is interesting on Halloween.
So let's get down to the nitty-gritty here.
Yes.
What are we fighting up there? Where are you at? Where's your home base? Cedar Park or
I'm in Cedar Park, Williamson County, and we've just got a lot going on. I think the biggest thing is we've got Sheriff Chody out here in Williamson County.
Now he's a real big chode, right? So tell us about this Chody guy.
First, are we allowed to curse on this show or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Also, pants optional. I'm not wearing pants right now.
I've got my costume on, so
you look
like
great. Thank you for dressing up.
Yeah, my pleasure. Chode he's a huge chode. He is very corrupt. He is basically responsible for the murder of Javier Ambler. And some other people of color. A domestic violence victim was beaten up by the police. We've just got all kinds of corruption going on out here with the Williamson County Sheriff's Department, and we have got to get rid of Chode.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Has he been in the police force up there for a while, or is this one of those positions that is just truly elected and anybody with a cool holster can just get on the ballot for sheriff?
He's been with the police department for a while, but he won the lottery, so he's a millionaire. I don't know why he's still working, but he is. He wanted to be the sheriff, so he basically paid for that. He bought the election. He bought these huge signs everywhere, and he's Chody, he's cool guy. He's got all this money now, and so people voted for him. And I think he's mostly he's very narcissistic. I think he's after the fame. He doesn't need to work.
Obviously, with the live PD deal.
Live PD. Yeah, he wanted to be on that show.
Okay. So they're the live PD guys.
Yeah,
that department. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I probably should have done some research, but I know that this is not the only thorn in your kitty cat paw. Right?
It's not. No.
You got a whole bunch up there. Who's on your list of people that are trying to push their tyrannical agenda up there?
We've got a lot of problems on city council. We have, first of all, Tim Kelly is awful. Dorian Chavez is his friend, equally as bad. And several people that are running for city council are just horrendous, have no business making decisions for themselves, let alone a city. Very bigoted in their ideology, and definitely have no place being in a position of power. So
I'm fearful for y'all up there because it seems like that is where the Trump train starts and stops. Down here, I mean, what are you doing up there? You should come down to South Austin. Do you understand?
I know it's so much cooler in South Austin, but houses are cheaper out here, and it's really a nice place to live. I think it's, as far as the community goes, it's a nice area, and the people are nice. It's just we've got this group. I call them the Kelly Clan.
Now, when you say Kelly Clan, you're talking about what's her face, Kelly?
No, I'm talking about Tim Kelly. Who is our city council member, who really got me started.
This guy has attacked you personally, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And what is up with these guys? Are they just can't handle a strong, powerful woman? What's going on with them?
I think he's probably threatened. I did speak out against him at city council. I went and used my 3 minutes and spoke out about him attending an anti-LGBTQ protest that was in Leander. I heard that they were coming. It's a whole hate group was coming, and it's kind of like, the Westboro Baptist Church. And when they come to town, you want to go and counter protest. And so I went and I counter protested, and I saw that my city councilman was there with the hate group protesting LGBTQ rights, and I said, "Oh heck no, not on my watch." And so I went and spoke out against him. used my 3 minutes. And ever since then, he has personally attacked me on his campaign Facebook page, which is the platform that he uses to disseminate information to the community. So, I mean, the whole community sees this, and he'll take pictures of me and post them. And he likes to call me a strumpet, which is a prostitute. So he's pretty horrible. I have filed police reports against him. My case is still pending, waiting case staffing or something. So, I mean, the police department even said, yes, there's enough here that he is harassing you.
Right. So you could possibly get a restraining order. Trust me, I've got some
you got some experience there, Jimmy.
Doing that. Not having one put against me, but I've put one against somebody. So it gets scary because you're starting to see, and even at the local level, you wouldn't think that it would be so incestuous, such an good old boys club, but you seem to have picked a scab on this one, and you're persona non grata. Now, do you have help? Do you have backup up there, or are you just going out there and making yourself known and yelling at these folks, when they need to be yelled at, or do you have anything that can call people to action on to stop these guys?
I definitely have a support group of activists out here that I work with and bounce ideas off of. But for the most part, it's just me against the good old boys club. Which is fine. I can take them.
Now, have you always been involved in politics, Christine?
No.
Or what did you do before these guys caught your eye and you were like, I need to right some wrongs? What did you do before this?
I've always been interested in social justice, and so being involved in Black Lives Matter protests and things like that, and just helped out wherever I could. I was never involved in local politics because I just never really cared. I didn't know it was this bad, and you wouldn't think it's a big deal, but they really do affect people's lives. For instance, after that protest in Leander, the anti-LGBTQ protest, someone in our community was harassed by people that Tim Kelly was friends with, or some InfoWars crowd. They harassed this person who's gay, because Tim Kelly had posted his picture on. He was the drag queen scheduled to read at a drag queen story time.
Oh yeah,
and so he suffered a lot of harassment. Was afraid to leave his house. No one should be afraid to leave their house, because of who they were inherently born to be. And so local politics does matter. It does affect people's lives. And it's one of the places that we do have a lot of power to make change. We don't have so much power to change national politics. We can vote, of course, but we're just a drop in a bucket. But we can really affect local politics, and it does change people's lives.
Really, that's the spot that affects us the most is local politics, and I think too many people get involved in worrying about a national race that they really, get out there and vote, but you really don't have that much control over who's going to win that election. You have more power locally anyway.
Yeah.
What do we know who this group is that was putting on this rally, this anti-LGBTQ rally?
Oh, I do. In Lander, about a year and a half ago, it was the Concerned Christians. They're an SPLC designated hate group. And Mass Resistance was the main organizer of that protest.
Sounds appetizing.
And they're also a designated hate group.
You weren't born an atheist, were you?
Was I born an atheist?
Yeah.
Kind of. My parents were atheists.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to atheists. But you're married, am I right?
No, I'm single and looking.
Hey, how are you? You can't even
green
see
guys.
Me. You can't see me because I'm invisible. But I gotta
say, full.
I might wear this green suit out because my chest is looking pretty good in this green suit.
This cloak is like
that's your color.
It's
oven.
Yeah, take it off. You look like one of those sand people in the Mars Eisley Sarlacc pit.
You look nothing like a sand person. You don't even watch Star Wars.
I don't
Shut
mind.
up.
I've never seen Star Wars. Never seen it. So look, Christine, what I worry about is your safety. I want to make sure that these guys don't get out of control, because this is all fun and games, and you can poke and poke and poke, but I see a toxic masculinity in these guys,
for sure.
right?
Yeah.
And then what you were just talking about, what is it with Christians not being Christian like? Can you help me understand this breakdown from
I wish I could, but Christians are supposed to follow the teachings of Christ, and they seem to do the opposite. At least these Christians that we have on city council here are just the opposite. They're definitely not following the teachings of Christ. I don't know. They're warped. They interpret the Bible in a way that suits their needs.
Are you affected, like, emotionally from the appointment of the new Supreme Court Justice, Amy Coney Barrett, the new judge?
Am I affected? I mean, I think it's crap for sure that she was appointed in the way that she was. I saw it coming, and I'm not too worried about it, because I think that after these elections, we're going to have the majority, and we're going to have a lot of power to make changes, and hopefully, they will make some changes to how we elect the Supreme Courts, and the whole lifetime thing's got to go. I think we can fix that.
Are you confident that we are going to have a result next week? Maybe not Tuesday. I think it might take a couple days for us to actually get the results. Do you think we are going to have a result that we can live with?
I hope so. It's looking that way. But it was looking that way in 2016, so I don't trust it. But gosh, if we don't sweep everything, I don't know what I'll do. People deserve it then. If people voted for Trump again, then that's what they deserve. They deserve Trump.
Something that you, and if I may, you're a pretty woman, right? And I imagine you've been pretty for a while. Okay. Now, I know that sometimes women are mean to each other, right? Okay. Help me understand how we could have so many women hate Hillary so much that they would cut their nose off to spite their face and vote for Trump.
It's internalized misogyny, first of all, and women are rewarded by the patriarchy for being misogynistic. If I call it you said I could cuss, a pick-me-ass bitch type syndrome here. Certain women, if they don't have a lot of integrity, or if they do have that internalized misogyny, because we've been conditioned this way as a society to grow up hating women, that when women say things like, oh, I hate Hillary, or whatever, or put women down based on their looks, or whatever, they say sexist things, they get a reward from patriarchy. I lost my crystal.
What happened?
I lost one of my ears, my little crystal. My little crystals fell off my face.
Well, we've got time. Do you want to put it back on?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay.
No, it's fine. You can't even tell.
Okay.
I'm missing one ear. See? I got this one here, but not this one here.
Oh, you've got double ears.
It's all good. Okay. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so internalized misogyny. Yeah, it's an issue, and we've got women who are willing to throw other women under the bus to get those rewards from the patriarchy.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I know that women sometimes are mean to each other. They my grandfather, he lived in Brownsville, Texas. My mother's father, and he used to say this thing about the Hispanics, the Tex-Mexans, or the American. with Mexican descent in the valley. He used to talk about it in the valley. He'd say they're like crabs in a bucket. As soon as one reaches up and starts to pull themselves up out of the bucket, another one will reach up, grab them, and pull them back down. And I feel like we are conditioned to, because as far as whatever your salary is, whatever my salary is, we are making nothing compared to the billionaires, a fraction. We've got no power because all we have is our voice. And the only way our voice can be heard is if we join with other like voices to be, maybe bellow to the state house. But unless we have money, so and I think you've stepped on it. This guy, he wins the lottery, and it's just like, you know what? I'm kind of a dum-dum, and I got all this money, but if I can, somebody at my door. Hold on.
Oh. I love the unitard.
What's up? Oh yeah, I'm on the air right now.
Okay, good. I'm going to Target.
Oh, hey, what happened to Jimmy?
Oh, my neighbor just stopped by to see if I needed anything from Target.
This is such a professional show.
That's nice.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, I'll see you
That's
later.
nice, though.
My dog
I've
just
had a neighbor
puked
that stopped by.
all the way from
Didn't
my
go to Target.
bedroom down the stairs into the living room.
You like
And-
this look?
No. Oh, it's so bad.
I like it.
Don't thrust the hips. Stop.
I lied to you. I am wearing pants, Christine. Thank God, because I mean, who? Okay, so I got this new neighbor, Christine. Went down there at about 7:30. Said, "Hey, man, what's one thing that you don't know about me? I'm gonna tell you." Okay, I do this podcast on Saturday nights from 8 to 10.
Yeah.
He's like, "Cool. How do I listen?" And I told him how to listen. You can listen on YouTube, Facebooks, or Twitters.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Cool. When is it? 8 to 10. Cool. What time is it right now?"
8:48.
And he came
Yeah.
and knocked to see if I needed anything from Target in the middle of the
That's
show. But do you see how sometimes the best intentions, like I thought that I could prevent a knock on the door. What I was really trying to prevent, because he just moved in, is him maybe putting some posters up or some pictures up on the wall.
Uh-huh.
But now, how can you be mad at somebody when they but do you shop at Target or Walmart?
Target.
Because why?
Well, because I just hate the Walmart business
People.
model and how they treat their employees. I just want to boycott that whole shit show.
Okay, all right.
But I'm not a big fan of Target either. So
I just, I'm just from a guy's perspective, I'm more likely to find a spatula that I could live with for the rest of my life at a Walmart as opposed to a Target. Like the
When was the
Target
last
one.
time you were in a Walmart?
I gotta say, maybe pre-pandemic. I haven't been in a Walmart since the lockdown. I've ordered from Walmart, and I've been in a Home Depot. What about you, Christine? Are you scared? You scared of the virus? Is it keeping you down? What do we do? What are we gonna die?
I'm personally not afraid, but I'm afraid for other people. So that's what keeps me at home and masked up, because I wouldn't want to spread that to someone who is more vulnerable than I am. So it's just the
I
right
was at
thing to
a
do.
I was at a super spreader event a week ago, and I am currently on my going into my second week of a self-imposed quarantine, and I think we're in the clear.
Sonny chimed in with he's probably nailed it. He's just building an alibi. I couldn't have killed anyone. I stopped by Jimmy's place to ask him if he needed anything from Target. You know what? You're probably right. It's only been one day with the new neighbor. Is there? Are you the type that bakes and brings things over, or what do you bring for a new neighbor, Christine? What if
I'm certainly not baking.
Before you answer that,
Yeah.
like imagine. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Imagine you and me.
Mhm.
We're living in our dream house.
Okay.
Okay, we're in the mountains. Do you like the mountains?
I can see Kyle backstage cringing right now. It's awesome.
There we are. We've got a couple little wiener dogs, and long-haired wiener. One's long hair, one's short hair. And
Going deep with this one.
Yeah. And then so we're hanging out in the front yard. We're trimming back the rose bushes that you love so much, and I'm being careful not to swing them and hit your delicate skin with the thorns, right? And you're listening to your favorite music on the radio, and there's some wind chimes blowing, and just a nice breeze. It was a hot day, but it's starting to cool down as the mountain air is rolling off the hills, and then we see a moving truck.
It's so much worse when you whisper.
And they start moving in, and we see the boxes coming off of the truck. And it's all a bunch of Trump paraphernalia. What do we bring
Kyle.
over? What do we bring to their house for us?
Molotov cocktail.
Okay, there you go. This is why you're my girl. No, Kyle, Kyle, you're muted. No, you were muted. What were you saying? Was he stepping in?
Yeah.
Relationship advice?
Remember just a moment ago when she was talking about the patriarchy and the misogyny that's just
she's paid for the house
system.
I don't have a job.
I'm just letting you know.
I just hang out and watch the dogs. She goes to her business job with her business suit and her
Jimmy
books.
Austin just sent me a private message.
What did he say?
Said to tell you that this is not Love Connection.
Okay. Well, sometimes I get confused, but the good thing is nobody can see me, so I've got that going for me. Christine, going forward, how long can you stand living up in that place that's full of Trump trainers?
Oh gosh, I avoid the Trump trainers. I mean, I hang out in Austin, so it's not like I'm, partying up here or anything. But I would like to at least have a city council that isn't, gosh, I don't even know how to, I wouldn't even say that they're just Trumpers. I mean, they're like Nazis, And
it seems like they're hell-bent on criminalizing homelessness. And they want to be able to lock these people up, which we've all, I think there's a common sense decree that locking up homeless people for sleeping on the street is not the way to go. They're never going to be able to pay the bills. They're never going to be able to get out of jail once you fine them repeatedly, and then you throw them in jail for not paying fines. They need help. They need resources.
Sure.
But I feel like these people that pray to Jesus are the worst people. Am I right?
Yeah, they seem to be the ones criminalizing the poor the most. They don't want to see them. They want to punish them for existing as a poor person.
Okay, close your eyes again.
Okay.
Imagine you're Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
What would you say? What would Christine Jesus say to these people?
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. Yeah.
How hard would it?
Feed the poor. I said, love the poor as your neighbor, love everyone as your neighbor.
Well, I'm pretty sure there are quite a few examples of that there's a book.
There's a book. What is it called? I think Bible. Bible.
Is it Bible?
Bible, something like
Buble?
that.
No, it's a singer.
Do you have a beverage with you? Are you drinking with us?
I sure do.
What are you drinking tonight?
This is a dry rose wine spritz. Left after my last ladies' night by my friend Katie.
Let me know when you're having your next ladies' night. I'd like to come and join you. How much beer? How much wine, rosé, do you have in your can?
Like half.
Let's see, like right about there. Where are you at on your can, Dwayne?
I can get a new one. Hold on.
No, you don't need to get a new one. We're gonna chug it. You ready to chug?
Okay.
This is the first time we've ever done a chug. Okay. This is to ending the patriarchy, to squashing Trump, and to you continually beating these jerks down so that we can have a sane place up there in where Cedar Park. Yeah. Those guys are jerks. Let's chug it.
Okay.
Chug it. Meow.
Okay.
How's empty?
Oh, it was
That
amazing.
was good.
Ooh.
Christine,
Mhm.
I hope you're not mad at us anymore. I mean, you hated me
Not at all.
the first time I asked you to come on the show. You were like, you're with that other show.
That was the other show.
It was the other show. This is now this show. And
Yes.
and you're safe here. I'm happy that you came on, and I'm so happy that little kid stood you up. You were supposed to go trick or treating with a little kid, and he called and said, "Never mind, I found somebody else." And you
I got
said
stood up.
that he found somebody prettier.
Cooler.
Oh, okay.
Cooler.
Because you know there's nobody prettier.
But I was gonna take him, but he was like, it's okay. And I wouldn't cancel on you for just anything, but it was like a little kid, and I was like, oh, come on.
Definitely cancel
I
for
gotta do
kid.
it. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. But
And then
he
Kyle,
found me.
I gotta apologize ahead of time because Kyle's gonna be like, "Look, the whole time you were like, you're pretty." Okay, yeah. I don't see pretty. I don't see. Just like some people that are like, I don't see color. I don't see.
I mean, we're 12 episodes in. We're used to your desperation by now.
Okay, thank you. Look at the hat I'm wearing.
Cool. I'm so horny. Even the crack of dawn looks good. That's funny.
I got a cousin named Dawn.
I like it.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate getting the updates from up there in the neighborhood, and I share it with my friends that are also politically active, and I want you to feel free to reach out to us if there's something coming up that we need to let people know about. And you be safe. On Tuesday, where are you going to be? Where are you watching it? You going to the bar?
Maybe. Is the bar open?
No, just stay home.
Tuesday?
Stay home. You made the right
Wilco,
choice.
probably.
You made the right choice staying home on Halloween. And did you hear the rumor that the Republicans are spitting on kids' candy?
You started that rumor, dude.
I know.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but only if the kid looks like a Democrat. Like,
yeah.
like if a kid dressed up like Ema Shabine, the congresswoman from Milwaukee, they're gonna spit in that.
Yeah, I would expect that.
Candy, especially in Cedar Park. Well, thank you.
Anything. If you're wearing a suit, any kind of business suit or anything, you're getting shit thrown at you.
Do you have a tail on that costume? Did you guys see?
No, I don't. That's the one thing. I had this stuff from like 2 years ago, and I couldn't even find the tail.
Okay, well, those gloves look like they'd be good for back scratches. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And we will see you again, and we'll talk to you next time we have some political crisis. And have a happy Halloween. Thank you so much, Christine.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Christine is. Oh, we got an 8-minute break video. It looks like. Well, I think it's time to go to it. Thanks, Sonny, for tuning in. Sonny Castillo with Sonny Plays with Toys. He was our guest on the last show that we had, not last week, but the week before. Becky, good to see you. Austin, we're gonna get to that. You know what? I should have asked her about the fake Melania. Fake Melania is coming up after this, but first, Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
You want to take a break?
Sure. Let's take a break.
Okay.
We have a little something from our friend Paul Hendricks at Strain on Society with another Halloween edition of the Strain Spotlight. I think that's what we're calling it now.
Strain
right?
Spotlight. Strain
Is that it?
Spotlight. Strain Spotlight. Strain
We have
Spotlight.
a theme song.
Strain Spotlight. Strain Spotlight. Strain
Ooh, look
Spotlight.
at that sexy, handsome,
Roll that
extraordinary young.
wonderful weed footage, Kyle.
Hey, welcome to Strain on Society's Strain Spotlight for the least we can do. I'm Paul E. Hendricks. I'm still not sure if it's called the Strain Spotlight or the Spotlight Strain, but does it really matter? What we're here to do is focus on the strain of the week. And I'm super excited about this. I haven't even tried this. So what makes it the strain of the week? I smelled it and it just got thrown in my face. I was going to do another strain for the strain of the week, and I smelled this, and my God, it's called Mac 1 Miracle Alien Cookies 1. Why 1? Because there's a Miracle Alien Cookies, and this is the special version of the Miracle Alien Cookies, so it's got its own number 1. And you want to know, why is it so special? Well, I'll tell you about it right now. The breeders, they found it so special. The breeders are Capulators cut. Sorry, it's hard for me to see here. And the growers of Mac 1, that's who's growing it. I'm sorry, not the breeders, but the growers of it were carefully selected by the breeder, because that's how much they wanted this to stay true to what it is, and that they have only a specific grower that can grow this weed. So it's expensive because of how great it is. You guys can get a good look of it if you can right here. I don't know if we can do smell-o-vision, but if so, put your nose up to the screen. See that? How beautiful. And you got to notice now, oftentimes, I just read an article yesterday where you got to be careful. You got to be careful when your flower and your buds are super white, because sometimes it means they could be mildewy, or whatever chemicals been put on them. They can have bleach on them. So, and even some of these are sold in the dispensaries. I just read this article about it yesterday. It's fascinating. And this is what the flower is supposed to look like. However, you got to do a little research. Smell is fucking offensive. It's disrespectful. I'm pretty sure it just called my mom a bitch. I don't know. That's how disrespectful it is. Maybe it called your mom a bitch. How about that? But what's important, and mostly important, it's a sativa dominant. Supposed to be really, really flavorful and tasty. So let's find out, shall we? I just burnt myself. Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way. I'm dressed as a child, if you can't tell. Here's my lolly. What the coolest part of this is my first watch ever. Look at that. Punchy. You guys remember that? From Hawaiian Punch. And my brother found it after my mom passed away. It's the first time I'm wearing it. I got a new band on it. I don't think there's a battery in it, or the time's really far off. The flavors, fruity, lemony. So I'd say the top terpene in this is definitely the lemon flavor, lemon citrus. I'm getting a little bit of the spicy peppery. Definitely got that pepper, that spice added to it. Lemon tops it all off, the lemon flavor. I love citrus. You know this. And it tastes super good. Now, the one thing a lot of reviewers said about this, as I swish the flavors around in my mouth, the intoxicating flavors, letting them run, let the aroma run through the back of my nose, get all of those terpenes in there, that whole flavor profile in there. Tastes delicious. Lemon, is one of my favorites. Citrus flavor. It's got it. With a little pepper, a little spice, a little pine on it. Delicious. Overall, I think this is really, really good. It's a super, super popular strain. It's a really popular strain that's showcased on like Instagram or other photo platforms or picture platforms on social media because it's so pretty, because it takes such a great picture. So I know there's tons of them. If you search in Google and search images, you'll find a lot of pictures of Mac 1. How do I feel right now? Just having puffed this 4 or 5 times. I just spit, so it means my lips are getting high. I feel good. I feel the pressure underneath my eyes already. A lot of the reviewers said one of the best things that they liked about this was the energy that they got from it. They felt like they got a mental boost from it. It upped their mood, which is always great. And everybody loved the flavor. So it's a really popular strain. It's a harder to get strain. But based on my 5 minutes of sitting here smoking on it, it's good. Like really good. Yeah, it's good. I feel good just from hitting it a couple times. Like I said, it's more expensive. I know that it's more expensive. I know that it's harder to find. And usually if it's a little more expensive and it's hard to find, there's a reason for that. And that means that if you can get your hands on it, you should put it in your face. For real. It's Mac 1, MAC1, Miracle Alien Cookies 1. There's also just Miracle Alien Cookies. But well-deserved as the strain spotlight / spotlight strain for the least we could do. Once again, I appreciate y'all smoking with me. Happy Halloween. I'm Paul E. Hendricks. Every Wednesday around 11, I drop new episodes of Strain on Society where I do reviews. There's cannabis reviews. We talk about culture, and there's just a lot of conversations with other people. Sometimes it's just me having a conversation with you, the viewer. So check us out. YouTube, you can find me on Instagram at Paul E. Hendricks. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate doing this segment. Now, as I get back into my childlike essence, I just want to throw it back to you, Timmy, you, Dale, and you, Lane. You guys have a happy Halloween. Smoke them if you got them. Don't fucking forget and don't miss out on Miracle Alien Cookies 1. Miracle Alien Cookies 1. It's fucking good. Put it in your face. Everybody be safe out there. And don't eat too much chocolate. That's how you get diabetes. Trust me.
You're supposed to do that during break, bro.
I love it. Yeah. Well, do you know how hard it is to go on break with just 2 fingers?
Dude, do you know that I'm so hooked on those King Palm wraps now that me and Paul talked about them? He called me Lane. Fucking dick, Eric.
Oh my God. Okay, what a show. And we got to talk about Paul because it took us from 10 to 3 viewers. That's Paul. But look, I love it when I wake up and you know, it's something I try not to do, but we're in election season. All bets are off as far as controlling myself and staying off of the social media. I wake up and I go right to it. You know, it's not the healthiest thing to do.
It's terrible, man.
You should not go right to your social media right when you wake up. But I do it. And I'm always so happy when Paul is there doing one of his church posts on the porch, and he's trying a new strain. It's a 30-minute ramble of disconnected stream of consciousness, but somehow he's talking about weed the whole time. And then there will be a point where he starts to smoke it and then just starts coughing uncontrollably. And there was one the other day where he was coughing so much that he was like,
Yeah, he didn't cough much in this one. I was proud.
yeah. So always enjoyable. Thank you, Paul.
Makes me think he wasn't really smoking weed.
And it's called the Strain Spotlight. The Strain Spotlight. Okay, not the spotlight on the strain. The Strain Spotlight.
Strain of the week.
All right. So Dwayne, let's we had a busy opening to the show. That was a kind of a chaotic interview, getting Christine going. I'm sure we'll have some after show notes about that from our producer. But
Absolutely.
What's going on with the world, bro? Probably Kyle, you'll have some notes. What's going on with the world? We've got election day on Tuesday. Are you prepared for this? Do you? What are your predictions? I know I know I pretended like I was asking you a question, but I'm not done asking the question. What are your thoughts about what the results are going to be? What are your thoughts about the way that people are going to react to it? And is there anything that you, as a former military man, can advise? Should we be preparing for anything? What do you think? Is America going to hold up? Is everything going to be okay? Are we going to have a peaceful transition of power?
That's a deep question, Jimmy.
It was like 90 questions.
It was a lot. There's a lot to unbox. Look, man, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I know that either way, it's going to be a little iffy for a bit.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think that the general public is active enough to get real violent. And I don't see a conflict, any major conflict. There'll be some squabbles here and there, obviously. We're in Texas, bro. I think pretty much everybody's voted already.
Okay, so let's play out.
I think Tuesday is going to be pretty slow in Texas.
Well, our buddy, we interviewed our buddy. I'm sorry, I'm not used to the Lone Star. It's making me burpy.
I switched.
We had the pleasure of interviewing Dave Berkey, who is the king of voting in Falls Church, Virginia. We talked to him a couple weeks ago.
Elections, dude.
Elections commissioner. And so look, he told us that we're probably not going to have the results. And I've seen some of his posts lately, like people are like, oh, everything needs to be, well, even our fearless leader, the president, right, has said that he wants the results the night of, right? But there's some states that are allowing the mail-in ballots to show up to 10 days after the election day, as long as they're postmarked that day. So that's why everybody's been like, stop mailing your ballots. Like last Friday, they were like, it's too late. Stop mailing them. They're not going to get there in time. Walk them to the polls or drop them in these boxes. Now here in Texas, how is it that nobody can see what Greg Abbott is doing?
I read something yesterday. We've had more people early vote this year than all of the voting for 2016. We've outdone our vote totals from 2016 just with early voting
in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make me feel good. Like, yes, we've outdone 2016 voting. And the statistics, and granted, folks, when you're hearing me say the word us, I'm talking about the people that are voting for Biden, most likely, because I am more in that camp than the voting for 4 more years of the same.
We're 12 episodes in. If it's not obvious that we're Biden supporters, I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you're pretty dense. So yes, I'm pro Biden. And I'm not pro Biden as much as I am anti-Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, there probably are some other options. And I guess I'm talking to the undecided voter. Number one, undecided voter.
I don't think there are many of them.
I think there still are, and I don't know why they exist.
I don't think there's that many.
I think that they are like on the fence. I think there's a lot of people that are conflicted. They were born and raised believing in a certain religious structure, and they think that they've been sold a bill of goods that Democrats love to kill babies. I'm here to tell you, nobody likes killing babies.
I'm telling you, there are 3 camps of people right now. There are Trump supporters, there are Biden voters, and there are people who just said, fuck it, I'm not voting. And that's it. There's no one else. You're not going to convince those people to vote.
Out of all the folks that I have talked to during this, like at the shop, I work at an auto shop. Everybody that comes in, I chit chat with them. They're like, Jimmy, you're the best. Thank God for you. I know that Tony's turning the wrenches, but you're the one that explains everything that I need to know about my car and how to properly maintain it. And you're also very handsome. They're always like this. They're like, you're very handsome, and it's so nice to see you in the front of the office.
I've seen all those Yelp reviews that you wrote.
And I'm like, yeah. But look, this is the thing. Did you vote? And they're like, absolutely. I voted. And then, like, we don't talk about who they voted for, but there's a little wink and a nudge. And so I know here in South Austin, I am surrounded by a lot of like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people. And that's the thing, man. There is a common sense in this country where we're like, this is not normal. It wasn't normal from the get-go. When the guy came down the golden escalator and then said they bring in their rapists, they bring in their drug dealers, we were like, no.
I mean, it didn't bode well from the beginning.
No normal candidate can sustain these unforced errors that he would keep doing. We're gonna lock him up. We're gonna build a wall.
Well, here's the thing.
We're gonna do a Muslim ban, and then we're like, oh, this surely, or then and then he was like, blah blah blah, and we're like, normally that would knock him off the pedestal and get him out of the race, but he's stuck around. Why is it? Can we figure this out? Because we need to figure this out so that this never happens again.
Good luck.
Yeah, because we're gonna have Junior in 4 years, right?
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I mean, he will get laughed out, and like nobody will support Junior.
And he's obviously a dipshit.
And then with all the Hunter Biden chit chat,
what scares me is that it takes a bit off, and then the little one, he turns out to be the one.
You talking Barron?
Yeah, is that his name? Barron Trump. Yeah.
See, and then we're not allowed to talk.
I mean, I don't want to talk about a kid, but what if?
And this is the thing. They talk about on the other side. They talk about every kid. They talk about every family member. They talk about, but then
they don't talk about every kid.
We can't talk about Barron, and
They don't talk about every kid.
He is innocent as far as I'm concerned. But what are we gonna do? I'm trying to get my parents on this show right now.
That's his go-to, folks, for when things fall apart. Runs to mom and dad.
Yeah. Click the link. Click the link. No, it's not time for memes yet, Kyle. It's not time for memes.
You said it was fun last time. Click the link.
Oh, Clinton messaged. Sorry, man. Traveling for a wedding. Damn it. No Beef King tonight.
It's all right.
Come on.
I'm telling you,
Beef King.
you should have offered him a sponsorship spot. I think that would have wet the whistle a little bit. And it might have got us from free steaks or something. At least some grind meat.
We've got this is a life-changing election that's coming up, because this is an election between emotion and doing what you feel, and common sense, and coming together, rejecting nationalism, rejecting white supremacy, the patriarchy, resisting a return to government or tyrannical rule. Not a return to it, but I mean, that's what we ran from with a king. Okay, we've got a guy that wants to be king. Like, everybody said it, and it's clear. It's clear that this guy would love to be king. And what are we going to do?
I don't give a shit about being a king, man. He just wants to make money. He wants to make money for him and his friends.
Okay.
And that's all this last 4 years has been, is him trying to make as much money as possible for him and his friends before he gets kicked the fuck out, or gets another 4 years to do it.
I just brought my mama on the show.
Oh, Mom, sorry. See, I didn't see you there.
Mom,
I said the F word.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Interesting conversation you're having.
Mom, did you see Christine earlier on the show?
No.
Okay. She's my girlfriend, by the way.
She's not your girlfriend, Jimmy.
Not my girlfriend. Okay. Can you see me? Because I'm invisible right now.
I can see you.
Okay.
What
Are you proud?
Thing on you.
Mom, this is a
cry for help is what it is.
This is a cry for help. Texas has not gone blue since Jimmy Carter.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you remember this, but whenever I think of Jimmy Carter, I think of, because I used to wake up very early in the morning, and you guys were very happy when I discovered how to turn on the TV and put on the morning cartoons. I would go down and watch the morning cartoons. And one morning during the cartoons, there was a special update. And I don't know what Jimmy Carter broke into the morning cartoons to talk about, but the
Peanuts.
the president came on the screen, and I ran up and woke you up and brought you down to watch the TV because the president was on the television. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Okay. What, in your head, at what point were you proud of me?
At what point was I what?
Proud of me.
Oh, well, that you recognize the president, for one.
I was born in 75, so this
He can see.
Okay, was this when the embassy was invaded?
I don't remember. I don't remember the details. I just know that I was old enough to turn on the TV by myself, and I remember running up to your bedroom. What was I? I was born in 75. How old was I? Because he was voted out in 80, so I was 5 years old. Why was I unattended and left to watch? That TV was like 200 pounds. I could have died.
Could have fallen on you, I know. But it was safe.
Was it on top of an old TV?
It was on top of some rickety table.
No, it was on a cart, or TV cart, something like that. But James, I mean, that's what parents used to do. The TV was the babysitter, and it still is today.
Yeah, that's what parents still do.
Yep. Go down, watch what is that? The
Powder Puff Kids.
Mine knows how to work a Fire Stick, can change sources on the TV. She's all about it.
Yeah, they're into it, these kiddos. I mean, it's amazing.
So, Mom, what are your predictions for Tuesday?
So that was back then, but oh my God, I'm not sure. I mean, I see the polls, and I heard what y'all were saying about hopefully Texas will be a little purple, a little more bluish than purple. Hopefully not red, but it's I'm not sure what the thinking is in Texas because born and raised in Texas, I was always an independent thinker. I did not go with the flow. I- I looked at the facts. I looked at the person running, and I made up my own mind. But there's a lot of people that just they cannot get beyond like the crowd mentality. I'm gonna go with whatever everybody else is going with, instead of looking really at the facts. And in this election, you've got to look. I mean, you've had 4 years of what's happening, and if you don't understand, if we want another 4 years of that, oh my God, I don't know what's going to become of this country.
It's
So
gonna be interesting. Mom, our family in Texas, we're divided. Can you help me understand how somebody that could be of Hispanic descent or born here in Texas, which was once Mexico, could very easily forget the people on the other side of the border or their own heritage, and then allow some of the things that we've seen happen, the attacks on DACA. But what is it about second and third generation Hispanics that they don't give a shit about the people that are trying to come from where they have family?
yeah, no, I don't understand it. I mean, it's like they don't respect their heritage. And yes, we're all Americans, but we all come from somewhere. Everybody has a heritage, and we're all part of an ethnic group, and we're the majority of this country are immigrants. They're, if not them, their great grandparents, great grandparents, they all came from somewhere. So, the Hispanics were already here. We were here before Texas was Texas, because we came. A lot of our ancestors came during the Spanish Inquisition, and they migrated to Mexico because the language was the same.
Right.
Then there was a lot of land grant by the
Now
king
we're gonna.
along the Texas border. So, when they to Hispanics, oh, go back where you come from. Well, excuse me, we were here before you got. Where did you come from? Germany, Albania?
Right. Well,
Where?
the
So,
people in Fredericksburg
they don't
would
understand history.
yeah, the people in Fredericksburg would say that they've been here for a long time and they've got the best kolaches. But Mom, I'm I'm gonna let you go here. This is the real question. The other day, I sat in the car. I was sitting outside of a store that I was about to go in to buy some food so that I could eat. But I got on a phone call with you and Dad talking about toilet paper, toilet paper dispenser. What are they called? The toilet paper thing that you put on the wall to
The
hold it.
holder.
Yeah, you're in the middle of selling the house. You've got silver sink hardware in one bathroom, gold in another, but then you had a gold thing in a silver hardware room, and then another, and then we had some problems with the holes in the wall. Have we solved this? Give us an update on the toilet paper.
Yes, thank goodness. Brad is coming. Our architecture son-in-law is going to
Oh yeah,
have
the good son, my sister's husband.
Yeah.
And he's going to and he's going to solve
He's
our
handy.
problem.
He's really handy.
So,
He's gonna solve the problem. I
he
just
is.
want
He's
okay.
probably super successful too.
Yeah. Well, listen, the other thing is, yes, it's going to happen on Tuesday. and it could be prolonged. So, but we have to have faith that people will come to terms and try and change things for the better. Because I mean, we have no connection with our allies anymore. I mean, our foreign policy is our intelligence, and for him to insult the medical staff that takes care of him and his family and all of us, and say, they're doing it for the money, the doctors, that is unexcusable. That's just
They get more money for the COVID cases. Hey, Mom, Austin would be upset if I didn't ask you about this. What do you think about this controversy about the fake Melanias? Have you heard about this? That there's a bunch of body doubles and
they just show her back, or they show the side, or there
Mhm.
could be. I mean, all you have to do is look at Saturday Night Live and see how well one of those actresses, I forget her name, plays her. I mean, she's a dead ringer for her. But I think she is there. She is there only because she has signed the contract, like everybody else, and
Yeah.
she's set to make a lot of money once she gets out. And I bet you it won't be long where they're gonna divorce.
And he's gonna marry Hope Hicks. You heard it here first. He's gonna marry Hope Hicks. I think she's the one that gave him the COVID.
Not Kaylee.
No. Kaylee is
Yeah.
no. She might join them every once in a while for like a swingers soiree. But Mom, thank you so much for bailing us out. We had a guest that didn't show up, and you
I'm
came
glad you guys. Y'all have a great show.
Oh, thanks, Mama.
Now I'm gonna go back to Hallmark.
Okay, go watch your Hallmark shows. Love you and happy Halloween. I'm so glad you didn't go out trick or treating.
Yeah. We did the senior thing. We turn off the lights. We close the shades. It's like a signal to where nobody's home.
Nobody's home.
So, yep.
Well, I heard if you just put a Joe Biden sticker or poster in your front yard, the kids won't come because they're scared you're gonna sniff them.
Oh, no, I don't put any posters on the yard.
Okay.
Because they could break your windows.
Okay. And the rumor is down here that Republicans are spitting their COVID germs on candy. So don't take any candy from any strange Republicans. Okay,
Jimmy started that rumor.
I wouldn't put it past them. But you know what I think? Let me just.
You wouldn't put it past Republicans, or you wouldn't put it past your son starting that rumor.
No,
just clarify.
She believes the Republicans.
Here's another one that I was thinking about. All this controversy about the masks. We're not going to wear them. Well, I think that there really should be a law. I'm trying to mute some sort of a law or a mandate by the governor of Texas that says if you are Republican, you don't need to wear a mask. Please do not wear a mask. Right?
Yeah, I like that. And then we can just point them out and know who to talk to and who not to talk to.
And stay away from those that are masked because, and I mean, that's what they want. They want to spread it. They want to give it to their parents and grandparents. So, I mean, it's just sad. It's sad when you look at those super spreader events that were happening today, and they're all up like sardines.
I was at one
it's
last week. It wasn't a super spreader. It was like a spreader. It wasn't a super spreader. There wasn't enough people to really be a super spreader, but it was a spreader, and there was a dead body there, so it was weird.
Yeah. So, Mom, do not make plans for Thanksgiving.
That was laying on the ground in Vegas?
No, he's talking about his stepdad. His stepdad passed away.
The one that they. Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's bringing it back.
Right. Well, he, stay away from those events.
No more funerals for you.
Please,
okay, love you.
No more funerals.
Love you, Mama. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Glad you
love
guys got
too.
the toilet paper thing sorted out.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So look, that was my mom.
What is all this bullshit?
I want to become famous.
Kyle, what the fuck is going on Twitch?
That's Twitch. Just all of a sudden, we just got harangued by a bunch of people. Listen,
they're all Russians.
Can we yes. Let's do it. Let's take a quick break.
What?
And play. Do you not want to take a break?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a break, we
Let's
can take a break. You like to pretend you're in charge anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. Kyle, I've got a end of show video that I'm gonna bump up to right now. I need to take a quick break. Let me set this up. Mandy Rowden was on our show a couple weeks ago, and or you know what?
We're going to talk about the similarities between tonight's guest and
we're going to
guest?
keep Mandy at the end. Can we play this Tommy video that you've got ready for us? Kyle's got the Tommy video ready for us. Just leave what you've got there. The Beef King did not join us. He's not going to be here. But I also, and this is okay. So the Beef
is this
King,
the guy? The video that we have, is this the guy that's not a white supremacist, but is probably a racist?
Yes. This is I'm not a white supremacist, but I am slightly racist. How did I meet all these people? I met these people because we made a shirt that was it's anti-Trump. It's an anti-Trump shirt. It's not even a pro-Biden shirt, but I put it out there and it's
an anti-hate shirt.
Yeah, that's what it really is.
It's an anti-hate shirt.
And I'm just like, look, it doesn't, if there's one thing that we have pointed out, it's one thing, and it's any sentence with the word Trump. And when we say love trumps hate,
especially if it's in red,
I'm not even using it as his name. Trump is a word in the freaking dictionary. So like love trumps hate. It's love is better than hate. Who can disagree with that? Now, there's a couple other lines like Trump loves hate and hate loves Trump that are in the shirt, but those aren't the prominent thing. The bottom line is it brought out the nastiest in people. And so I thought that we had made some friends. Oh, he says we can do Mandy video if we want. No, we're going with the Tommy.
How long
video.
is Tommy?
How long is the Tommy video, Kyle? I love that he's right there.
Why is he texting us? We have a private chat.
Kyle, how long is the video?
told you have to bring me on. It is 3.5 minutes, man.
3.5 minutes. That's a perfect amount of time.
Thanks, Kyle.
I got to take the PPs, and it's not going to be easy. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut a hole in this suit because I don't want to go downstairs to have my neighbor help me take this suit off so that I can take a pee. Okay, so 3.5 minutes.
We've already cut 2 holes in this thing.
This is two holes. This
now
guy,
cut a third. You're going to have to cut a fourth.
Tommy Vohl Giovanni. I had told him to be on the show by now. He's 8 minutes late. He blew it. He's a rapper who came at me with fire and spit hate at this stupid shirt. Like, who gets off their couch, starts texting, and just like blah blah blah. And then I won him over and was like, dude, you and I probably on the street would be friends if you hadn't come at me with such fire. And then he's like, yeah, man, I spit fire and I'm a rapper. And then I went to his page and I saw this video that he did and he put some time into it. It's terrible, folks. It is a terrible video. This guy cannot rap. He is really bad at it, but he's trying. And this was submitted for some sort of contest that I know he failed at. But this guy is good at coming on to a local group page where you're allowed to sell stuff and just jump onto somebody's thing and just start throwing vitriol.
It's a good word. Vitriol.
So let's watch his stupid music video. Tommy Vohl Giovanni. and I'm gonna try and take a piss without cutting through this $35 green screen suit that I am trapped in. Thank you for watching. You're watching the least we can do.
Out of date moldy sausage.
We'll be right back.
I strengthen a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. This is a dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. This is man versus machine, a dream within a dream. Fuck you. I cut clean, it's a guillotine. Ex-Marine, I'm Tommy G in the back street, anti-hero. You like a -0. My stilo, Gambino, headed for Daily Trio, Casino. I blast fast like torpedo. Sangre frio, ganando mi rastillo. Chill, I once killed a Navy SEAL. Unbelievably rich with army boots made it ill. I study Taekwondo, for real. Boots speak while low. Break a rush neck deep inside a missile low. A master of jiu-jitsu, drunken monk style. I can fight with my eyes closed, plus a blindfold. A universal soldier, fist fighting a cyborg. Tie rope to the ninth floor. I run face first, repelling down to the tower floor. Dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. This is a dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. You think you can fuck with me with them weak ass raps? I guarantee that I'll smash your ass in half. I'm hearing voices, they telling me to pop you, man. So you fucking live together, never talk again. Yo, doctor told your mom she never walk again. Should've thought about this shit before you fuck with me. Yo, you the type of creep that'll kill for free. Shouldn't even be allowed to speak free. You ain't a soldier on the battlefield, you dying today. Don't ever let me find out you call yourself an MC, cause I'll be back to beat your ass, I'll be wherever you sleep. Late night in the car, I'm in the back of the seat. This is a dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. This is a dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, because of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. I appreciate you fags, man, rapping to me. After the shows in the streets and wise cracking on beats, I'll let you little hoes know you get wrapped in the sheet. You the wackest little geek I ever seen on the scene. With your ugly ass face acting hard as can be. Do you want to battle? Words you should never speak. Competitors breed, ain't better than me. Fuck around and get found, half dead in the street with the left in the heat. Embedded up in your cheek, it's the gangster recipe. This gon' make a rest in pieces. Legions cover your being, a small part of my thesis. I mean this, titanium intravenous. MCs get heated when I cheat with my telekinesis. Leaving vegans diseased with the scheme is facetious. In the time of the heathen, I'm the one MC that'll blow you to pieces. Dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, the cause of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh. This is a dream within a dream, what you know about sleep, the cause of the death. My life ain't nothing but stress. I strain in my straight jacket, hoping it rips. Self-mutilation, cutting my flesh.
Is he wearing a fucking power glove? What the fuck is wrong with
that?
This
is the one thing that
dipshit?
I could not take my eyes off of. He is wearing a power glove, a Nintendo power glove or something. And
nobody even knows what a fucking power glove is
Kyle,
anymore.
please put the link to that video in the chat. I'd like us as a
promote this dipshit.
I want us to. Wow, we saw you. Why weren't you there to show up for the least we could do? Like, where were you? You had your chance to shine like a shooting star in front of millions of people. There are millions of people watching.
I mean, we got a phone number. Call us, bro.
Call us. Also, Kyle, put the link. Okay, so there's the link to this stupid YouTube. It's on all three of the channels. It just popped up. Now, put the link for anybody that wants to join us on the video right now. Can you do that? We've got 45 minutes. If anybody would like to join us, we're going to do memes now. This is when we do memes. This is our meme time.
I've seen one of these memes.
Not too bad. Not too shabby. Did I hear a line in that saying that he once killed a Navy SEAL? I probably. But this is the thing, because I was in a heated conversation with some other dude jumped in and started attacking the shirt. And then this guy, Tommy, was like, "You're so dumb, you dumb liberal. You don't even realize it's an anti-Trump shirt." And then the guy was like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that." And then these two started fighting. This other guy and then Tommy started fighting. And it got heated, man. And then I was like, I stepped in and I was like, guys,
this is why I can't be involved with social media, man.
It is nonsense.
I don't know how you can spend so much time in these comments.
Because I'm trying to sell these t-shirts. I got 75 of these shirts that I bought for a lot of money.
How many have you sold?
I've sold 3 shirts.
3 shirts.
Okay. 5 shirts. 5 shirts. I've got 5 shirts that have sold.
Did you get any sales off of the apostrophe deal?
Nobody, no. And
Nobody took you up.
And I'm here to tell you, Republicans, if this shirt, if you read it and you read it as a pro-Trump shirt, like this girl, Christina, this was shortly, not Christine, but Christina, a completely different CH.
Yeah, we got that with the extra syllable.
Yeah. She asked to buy 2 shirts, but then she dropped off, and I know she's a Republican. I thought she was buying them for her friends, but I think she realized that they were not pro, because I was like, "Hey, you said that you wanted the shirts," and she's like, "I already read it, and it's not a pro-Trump shirt." And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not." So
oh shit.
This is so funny. This shirt has been a psychological experiment for me, and I don't think Austin's still listening, but this is all his fault, because he was like, "You should copy that thank you bag and do that logo in the thank you bag." And it is a brilliant idea. It was a brilliant idea, but I should have maybe made them blue. Because I think, and this is the thing that I hate about the freaking Republicans and this Tea Party and all that shit. They stole the flag. They stole the anthem. They stole the color red. You know, like you with the stupid MAGA hat, you can't wear a red hat anymore without expecting somebody to automatically be triggered. And that's why he's got to go. That's why he's got to go, because he himself is a divisive figure.
Look, man, him going is not going to stop that shit.
No, he's a symptom.
Still going to go on.
He is a symptom of the problem. We saw the symptom bubbling to the surface when we elected our first black president.
And if he does go, do you think he's just going to disappear?
No, not at all. I predict
he's going to buy his own fucking network.
Number one, if he loses this election, and we have what, November, December, and January, because the freaking inauguration isn't until probably like the 21st or something like that. That's nearly 3 months of dismantling of the government that we are going to have to watch just happen. We're going to see executive order after executive order. We're going to see a lame duck Senate, a lame duck president just tear this place apart. And if you don't believe me, I'm talking about, look at the executive order that he passed last week about the new Schedule F provision for government employees. There is laws in place that meant that you could not, there's the to the victor goes the spoils, and you're able to appoint people to certain positions in the government. But when that person leaves, then they go away too. He has protected those employees. He is putting people into the agencies, the EPA, the FDA, the Commerce Department, the labor, all the organizations, CIA, FBI. He's putting these positions in place that are protected by employment laws, like where you can't fire them without cause.
Right.
Before, they were just easily dismissible. You were appointed and you must go. And he's protecting these people to dismantle the agencies that we rely on. If you don't think it's important, look at Flint, Michigan. Look at the people that still have water that is undrinkable. And
Get it out now, man, because you won't have this next week.
Next week it's gone. I mean, this is the last week.
It's gone.
We've got,
this is your last ditch attempt.
3 days. 3 days. And I can't even believe that there is still 30% of the people that haven't voted. We've had 2 weeks to get this done. 2 weeks of early voting. And then you're waiting for election day. I mean, talk about super spreader event. Not only that, you're going to be standing in line for 4 to 5 hours, maybe. And you better.
What are you expecting, though? What kind of numbers are you expecting? Because we've already beat what we had in 2016.
It took 70% 2 weeks to vote, and we've got 1 day.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think?
One day. 1 day left.
That 30%, 30%, right? So 85% of that 30% is not going to vote at all.
I don't know. I just don't get it. This whole, and this is where we're at. Australia, we've got a law. It's against the law to not vote. But and they're a democratic society, a democratic republic, maybe. I don't know. Probably not a republic. I don't know. I don't know enough about Australia. I know this. I know that the women in Australia love American men. I know that the women in America love Australian men. And I've been in charge. I've been pushing for a male swap for a long time. Okay. And you can't go, Dwayne. You're married.
I don't know. I don't know that I can vouch for their feelings on American men now, but 25 years ago, yes, I can vouch.
Well, maybe it's just Democratic men, or Democratic Party men or something. They go, but look, we don't have much time, and no, I need, if you have
pretty much over at this point.
And you know what? If you're undecided, please put the number up on the thing. If you're undecided, this is your time to call. And if you're decided, if you're on one side or the other, call me right now. We don't have much time.
If you already voted, don't fucking call, because there's no point to talking to you.
Let's go to the memes.
Go to the memes, Kyle.
Time for memes. Times for memes.
Oh,
these memes, they're not
why I don't like aquariums.
Yeah, you got to be careful, because the fish will bite your finger if you get the wrong fish. Okay, next. I love those memes, by the way. This is an example of what we're dealing with. Like, just some lady that I blurred out her name. She just gets on this thing and she's like, no one loves Jewish people more than Trump. He has done so much for Israel. As Christians, we know that the Jewish people are God's chosen people, and we believe in doing all we can for them in their homeland.
That's not true.
In the Bible, it is.
No, they killed your savior.
Well, the Jews were God's chosen people. It's Old Testament stuff, but then the New Testament has Jesus stuff. So, but this is what we're dealing with. People that believe their book is right, believe their God is the God. And what all I can say is, we formed this government, separation of church and state. Keep your religion in your pants, folks.
People don't realize that all of those books, no matter what religion you follow, no matter where it comes from, all of those books were written by some dude that was on mushrooms. So it could have been Jimmy.
Next.
Yeah.
There's this app. Or it's like a phone number, and you can text it, and then you give them a band, and then it replies. It's like some AI thing, and it replies with lyrics from a Wham song.
Mm-hmm. So the lyric in the Wham song was Wham?
No, it just sucks.
Perfect.
Okay, AI sucks. Okay, next. This is true, folks. I heard about this. Liberals are hiding cameras and fake hornets nests to spy on Trump reporters at the polls. So
knock them down.
Knock them down.
Hit them with a bat.
Next.
Who is this guy?
This is my white Mexican friend.
This guy's white?
Yeah. He's Mexican.
Wait, this guy's Mexican?
Mexican, but he's white. Does this bother you?
Does it bother me?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next.
It's got to do something about that mustache, though.
Jesse Lopez, everybody. You've died of hypothermia walking back to your car from a Trump rally. Did you hear about this? The people in Minnesota, they went out to a rally and he flew off. There was no buses to get the people home, and old people caught in the cold. He left them out in the cold. I'm just telling you.
How cold was it?
It was like 60 degrees. Next.
Oh my God.
30 degrees. There's the shirt. This is the shirt.
This is it, folks.
I had a lot of people message me and say that I had a great rack.
You do.
It's amazing.
I saw you earlier stretching to spread your green screen.
Yeah.
And
I've got an
amazing figure.
Yeah. Next. This is us right now. Pointing at each other, regular depression, financial anxiety. You've got
fucking multiverse, bro.
Seasonal depression, COVID anxiety, burnout.
This is why they say if you travel through the multiverse, you should never meet yourself, because shit like this happens.
I mean, like, what would you do if you saw if you showed up from 5 years in the future, coming and he's there to talk to you? Do you just tackle him and beat him up so that you don't know?
Like, if he's 5 years in the future coming to see me now,
yeah, and say he's got a little thing to take him to the future, but do you punch yourself in the face to knock the thing out of the hand, leave him here, and then you go?
Well, first of all, I'm not punching myself in the face. I'm punching a different version of me in the face. I have no qualms about that.
No, it's just you from another time.
Right, that's fine. Well, okay. You're saying from another portion of the same timeline, or from another timeline in a future point?
You in 5 years get access to a time machine. You come back to tell you.
No, I don't want to. No, not in my timeline. If I met another me from another timeline, either at the same point in time or before or after, I'd be cool with whipping his ass. But I'm not going to do anything to a future me from this timeline, or a past me from, I don't know, future me. Next. Maybe. Wow.
Sold some whip.
So fucking rude, man. I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, keep going.
And you just go to a Freightliner?
We sold some whisks. Nothing sends me into a fury. It's GIF. It's GIF. It's GIF.
It's GIF.
Okay.
It's totally GIF.
Next. I believe this is good. Besides watermelon, there should be wintermelon, firemelon, earthmelon, the 4 elemelons.
No, that's windmelon, not wintermelon.
What did I say? Next.
Wintermelon. Jeez.
This is why living in the north is nice. Yeah, mittens.
But you can't see it.
Yeah, but you know. And that's sometimes that's all.
But I want them to know.
Next. It's so true. We can't get calls. Can't get Google calls right now. I got logged out of the email. No calls. Sorry, folks.
We might as well take the fucking number off the screen, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. All right,
The
next.
3 people that are watching were all trying to call. Wow, kid is endowed.
He's an octopus. He's got octopi things. Next.
His father must be proud
I know.
or concerned.
I don't remember putting that up there. Me doing my best to practice social distancing. Oh, and then people. Yes, that's. I went to the bar and people standing right behind me. And number one, the bar should not have stools at the bar. It is such a terrible idea. Like, who is allowing this? Okay, next.
Why would you even? Never mind.
I need to drink.
You can drink at home. You need interaction with
If
people.
you drink,
you need fucking attention. That's why you're there.
Yes. If you drink by yourself, you've got a problem. Okay, next. How do you stay so calm and level-headed while everyone else is freaking out over the economy? These people have no idea how to live without money.
This is a complicated one.
Yeah. Okay. Next. I don't know why I shared that one. Next. Ooh. Swiss Army Bong. Yeah. SwissArmyBong.com. Go there. Next.
Are they a sponsor now?
You smoking weed? Goo goo gaga.
Are you high as fuck?
Next. I think that some of these are memes that I share and just send to Paul. This is me, man. And let me tell you, folks, if you don't have a weighted blanket, get a weighted blanket. Have I talked about the weighted blanket yet? Does everybody know how much? I mean, as soon as you pull that thing on your body, you are asleep within 30 seconds. The other day, I did, like 9.
Are you using it on the Murphy bed?
The Murphy bed still can't go down.
Okay.
I've got too many Amazon boxes. It's a sad state of affairs.
Did you buy more boxes?
No, I didn't buy more boxes, but I the consolidation hit a wall. Anyway.
Sold some whisks.
Yeah, I sold some whisks. Sold one whisk, and I'm selling the heck out of these Apple Lightning to HDMI adapters, but they are very small and they take up very little room. I need to sell the big stuff. More whisks, folks. I've got whisks at Jimmy's Bazaar. Check it out. Next. Did you ever know this?
Yeah.
Dog masks. Ducks wearing dog masks. I had no idea. Now I can't not see it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just specifically mallards, though, right?
Yeah. And you know what? You could have made an argument for fox masks, and I would have been
true.
Hook, line, and sinker. Next. I went to Waffle House today.
I bet Joe's getting the fucking hash browns.
What is it? You people that are all pro hash brown. I'm pro grit.
I'm fine with getting grits, but you can't skip out on hash. You can't replace hash browns.
Listen, they don't do half orders of hash browns. I would have done a half hash.
Kind of man,
half
it's a
grit.
half order of a hash browns.
I'm just saying. And then you know what? There is a 75% chance of success with your hash brown order, right? And then that 25%.
I will have you know that Waffle House chefs are trained to those hash browns are perfection. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter.
I've had a burnt up hash brown order and it's too crispy.
Probably thought you said well done.
I didn't say well done.
You probably thought somebody at the table over probably said well done, and they misheard it. I like them well done. God, stop with these fucking Leo fucking memes, dude. I'm so tired of these.
Next. This is I almost asked Kyle to pull this one out during Christine's interview to talk about Target versus Walmart. But I knew that he'd be so pissed if I made him go through this. So
he would.
Here it is.
It's funny.
Next. This is true. Get out of jail free card right there.
This one's been around since like March, bro.
Oh, next. God, I wish I could go on a date. I wish.
I mean, why not? You're going to the bars.
Yeah, you're right. Next.
It would probably be safer to go on a date than to go to a bar.
Next.
But you're the type of asshole that would probably take your date to a fucking bar in a pandemic.
No, I'd take her to a park or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Unless it's cold and we need to get those
Right.
heaters. Next. Next. You're a candy corn guy, aren't you?
I am a candy corn guy.
Am
But
I
I
ruining
don't
candy
know
corn?
that I'm ever going to be able to eat a candy corn again.
I hope I'm ruining candy corn.
At least not upside down.
For everybody that's watching right now.
No. I could eat candy corn still.
All right. Okay. Next.
Now I just do it with a different level of enjoyment.
I'm not an introvert, but I become one more and more as people continue to not understand science and numbers keep going up. I want everybody to be safe. I don't want your grandma to die. I don't want your mama to die. I don't want your daddy to die. I don't want your cousin with the overly large sized head and
I gotta talk about my cousin like that.
I don't know. Let's just all be safe and understand that this is going to be around for a while and we've got to get the freaking vaccine and we're not going to get it for a while. But the way that we can mitigate the risk is by wearing masks. This is not hard to understand.
Well, you won't be able to get it if you live in some states. So
next.
Did you hear that shit?
Next. I don't want to read that.
Was it California and a couple others are they want to do their own vetting process for whatever federal vaccine is released.
I think that's fine. I mean, do your own vetting process. I mean, it just means that your state won't open and then, people are going to be all upset. But you should be able to do a vetting process during the process of anyway. Next.
Kyle,
next.
You left that in?
Is that it? All right. What
I count on you,
show.
Kyle.
What an amazing
Be
show.
Jimmy's conscience.
We had 5 guests booked and 1 showed up. And that is what
Halloween.
we call synergy.
Spoopy show.
Dwayne, let's get real quick. I'm so sorry for your loss. We lost your stepdad a little bit ago. You want to say anything about that?
He was a good dude. He was around for 28 years of my life since I was 19. And although we had our disagreements from time to time, he was real good to my mom, took real good care of her. And was all in all a good dude. I'm glad he's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, it was a rough ride, and I'm sorry that you had to go through it. I'm happy that you were able to go back, be there for your mom and your other family. And
yeah, you know what, man. All in all, I got to see.
You got to see your boy.
I got to see a lot of family that I haven't seen in a long time. I got to see my son, who I haven't seen in a long time, and. It is what it is.
It is, and you got a new.
At least
laptop.
he didn't die of fucking COVID.
Well, that's true. Well, they probably marked it as COVID so that they get paid more.
No.
Listen, we love you, and I'm happy that you were able to take the time off. We take family serious around here, and if you've got shit going on, this show. We put that first and foremost. Now, to the people that are listening to us tonight, I want you to know that you're family. I know that you might. We've got a low viewership right now because I believe people are probably out hanging out and being safe. I hope during their Halloween parties. And
social distance
parties outside. Wear your mask. You can do it.
All
of this
beautiful
stuff.
weather right now. It's a perfect time to do it.
It can all be done in a safe manner. What I worry about is the northern hemisphere of this country as it gets colder, and here when it gets colder, because we're going to start going inside, and then the familiarity of the people that you are hanging out with is going to lend you to feeling comfortable taking the mask off. And so
I saw today the first confirmed case of COVID and the flu in one person.
Well, and it to the beard community, I want to say, because some of the bearding folks, they watch us, and we're part of it. There's been some contests that have been in person, and I just heard recently that that some folks got sick at one of the last contests that just recently happened, and there's been some confirmed cases, and I am just beside myself thinking about y'all, and I hope that you recover fast and swiftly and without any repercussions. But I just want to caution everybody, let's be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Because when we just do what we want, it can have consequences. And think about the time from when you contract the virus to when you actually feel symptoms, and how many people you possibly might come in contact with, because that can be the difference on the spreading of this. If you look at what's going on in South Dakota, they're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. This is still remnants of the Sturgis rally. Okay, they are tracking the virus. You can through the DNA of the virus see who it came from, where it's been, because when they test you, that sequence of the virus goes into a database, a nationwide database, because there's fucking science involved in this shit. And they are able to see if, like, the first case in Texas,
you say science?
yeah, the first case in Texas came from a long haul driver. I've mentioned this before. It is true. A long haul driver. He was a truck driver, and he got a strain.
I know where it came from.
I know the
person personally who brought coronavirus to Texas. I'm not going to mention any names, but I know personally the person who brought it.
Okay, well, maybe, but am I right that he brought it from Oregon or Washington State?
Well,
and it was a Chinese strain that he brought to Texas.
Definitely a Chinese strain.
It was a Chinese strain, and and he was in the hospital until like June.
This person never went into the hospital. Powered it out.
The guy that I'm talking about, that there's been articles written about, is a guy that's a long haul driver from freaking Washington State, came here, and his strain was from China.
I know the guy that brought it. He's not looking for attention. He doesn't want articles written about him. You know,
I'm telling you what you don't know.
No, you don't know. You just read it. That doesn't mean you know.
Maybe we're talking about a different guy.
No, we're definitely talking about a different guy.
Yeah, we're talking about a different guy then.
I know. Okay. So you're wrong. I'm right.
Well, you're right about your guy. I'm right about my guy.
No, you're wrong, and I'm right.
Where's Kyle?
He has gone. He quit.
Kyle, did he misunderstand me?
I've stopped listening 13 minutes ago.
I'm glad you're keeping track of how long you're not listening.
You're drunk.
Yeah. No.
Have you kept drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good.
He's drunk. Well, Kyle, you look wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Zombie, for running the show tonight. You're an amazing person, and I hope you had a wonderful week off last week with your funny little honey, and y'all enjoyed your respite.
The Brody Banks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So look, I was in a music video. We had a guest a couple weeks ago, Mandy Rowden. MandyRowden.com is her website. She also runs girlguitaraustin.com. And her new song, Sing Hallelujah, is absolutely wonderful. I love the song. I listen on repeat every morning when I wake up, and I shower and cleanse myself. And I'm in this music video. And this music video you should watch, because not just because the music is great, but because I'm in it. And so this is the end of the show, guys. Do you have any final words? Do you have any final words?
Thank God.
Okay. I love you all. Thank you to Christine for coming on the show. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Kyle,
Christine.
how uncomfortable was it? Do you think she's gonna go out with me?
No.
Totally. You're not gonna know unless you ask.
Okay.
You have zero chance.
Zero chance. That's fine. It's fine. I'm just happy that she's up there fighting the good fight against the Republican stronghold and Chody. Vote against Chody. That guy is a jerk. You know,
He is kind of a chode.
You can't just win. It seems like a Fox television show. Some guy that just wins the lottery and then runs for sheriff. You know, I mean, really,
Probably a swinger. I bet.
To the
I
Beef
bet his wife's
King,
got a Twitter page.
to the Beef King, I ain't got no beef with you, bro. You come on the show sometime.
I
Let's
want some
talk about
beef.
it. I mean, we want you to sponsor the show. If you've got beef, give us some freaking tenderloins. But also, I think we can be friends, even though we probably talked about all the politics that you hate. But I mean, let's be honest. All you care about is your taxes and your property taxes and your subsidies and stuff like that. You're not thinking about 20 years from now, the kids from 30 years from now, 50 years from now. We're trying to think about the future, man. And it's time for some solar and some wind and not fossil fuels. And also, we can't push the beef lobby all across the country. There's not enough land, corn, and water to feed the cows that you want to feed the
You're
world.
making a really good argument for our sponsorship.
But let's get you on the show. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about growing meat in vats, man. We can do that. We can grow meat in vats, you know, with like some electrical stimulus and some sort of like chemical compound and stuff. We can make meat in vats. We can eat it, and it doesn't have to be people, man. Okay. Anything else?
No. No.
Okay.
No, we've done
we're
enough
gonna end it.
damage for this.
We're gonna
evening.
end it 3 minutes ago, but then you.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing it.
We're gonna have
Okay.
another show.
I love
I got a
everybody.
green suit. It's too tight and it's squeezing hot air out of him.
Look, it's the least we could do. Thank you everybody for listening. And coming up is Mandy's video. Sing hallelujah.
I'm leaving it here.
Play the video.
Play the video.
But put him full screen. There you go.
Play that videotape. Play the video.
It's so bad.
Thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Good night, everybody. Enjoy the video.
Into the thick, we're in the uncertain, we're only floundering, not drawing the curtain. Hope springs eternal, but so does fear, when there lies a threat to all I hold dear. My face is covered, but my voice isn't silenced. I can't turn my eyes from these visions of violence. We ache for those whose world has stopped turning. We ache for the time before all was burning. This is not how the story ends. With these eyes closed and sing hallelujah. can't plug my ears to keep from thinking the stories that tell me that our ship is sinking. It's a crack joke when I'm leaving the ring, but there's still breath left in me to sing. And this is not how the story ends. With these I stand and sing hallelujah, hallelujah. We will not break, we will not bend. With my voice, my hands, I sing hallelujah, hallelujah. When I look in life's mirror, what will I see? Will it be grace and truth staring at me? When that day comes that truly brings life, will I recognize the good fight? Is not how the story